Good morning. The Loop has arrived at the station, and it's time to get your ass out of bed. That's it. That's that sound. It's the time to get your ass going, boys. It's the morning show. Mornings in the Lab with Keith Bilous. I'm that guy named Keith. The guy over there, it's Jon Andersen. And the guy just sitting over there, that's CMarty Fit. Producer Flynn, she's off taking the kids to school today, but we're here to get you guys started, boys. We're talking insecurities. Oh, we're keeping that conversation going. Overcoming insecurities and finding inner peace. Hey, a reminder, this is an explicit show. So if you have children in the area, you might want to throw the headphones on. You might want to tell the kids to leave the room. You might want to turn the volume up. We might drop a few F-bombs. We might talk a few things. We are going to talk eggplant deformity today, gentlemen. Get the eggplant emoji ready because it might be part of the conversation today.
Obviously, you got number one, you got to have the cake to get the attire, but then two, you got to have the swagger that fits within it.
You're hanging out with Keith, Marty, and Jon in the morning loop. The first 15 minutes of the show, you never know what we're going to say.
When I sold my first business, I was like, okay, I'm going to get now I'm going to get the angle that I need for every outfit.
When I want something nice, I got to buy one. So y'all just motivated me. That's your
fuck mental weakness.
Oh, it says fuck mental weakness. There he goes.
Fuck mental weakness, fuck excuses.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck average.
You can't go to Costco and not drop $200-$400. It's just not going to happen.
Every time Terry leaves to go to the grocery store, I can pretty much figure it's going to be about just a little shy of $1,000 because she doesn't like to shop often, so she drives her 911 to a grocery store.
Yeah,
she comes back. The only place available to sit is where she is because she's got that thing completely filled with grocery bags.
I love your guys' show. You guys like all pro and shit. You guys like have like commercials. You guys like have segments. You're not like a couple dudes just sitting in the corner talking. Aching backs, muscle pull, and carpet burns are some of the most common sex injuries, gentlemen. After all, sex can be a vigorous activity. It's no wonder that some people think it counts as moderate exercise. Painful, boys. We're referring to what is known as the eggplant deformity. If you hear an audible pop or a cracking sound when the injury occurs, you need to go to the doctor. It is immediate medical attention. The pain and swelling itself should alert you that you've been injured and you should seek help. Surgery is a course of action. However, it is rare.
You don't use the cutter when you're taking a piss. You use the cutter when you're taking a dump.
Anybody tuning in right now, the show's about men's insecurities. And right now we've been talking about eggplant fractures and going for dumps. We're
all insecure.
Yes.
How do we manage it? That's all it comes down to. When you make a practice of looking for foods to eat to make yourself feel full, you're watering the wrong plant. Focus on giving yourself something to eat that gives your body what it needs so that, you're happier, healthier, and you have more energy and more focus. When the body says, hey, I need some fuel, and you put a bunch of shit in there that doesn't have any value, that's pissing in a gas tank.
Love that analogy.
We treat our pets better than we treat ourselves. It's basically pouring gasoline on a fire that you want to go out.
Get out that mind of snacking and just eat meals. Even if it's a smaller meal and you can consider it a snack, you're better off doing a lean protein source and a carb.
What you really want to be doing is eating whole foods to make yourself full and nutrient-dense foods, not just eating for the sake of feeding.
You got a serious addiction to sugar, fried foods, and grease. And that's out of my expertise.
And brother, if you're eating processed foods, you're promoting a taste bud that really should be put to sleep. Dude, Rich is the bomb, baby. I'm telling you. You want to talk about a savage? Come on, baby. Listen, if you have both hands, then you need to be grateful because this dude right here has got one hand, actually one arm, and he crushes life. He absolutely crushes life. Straight up savage.
You can be new to fitness. You can be a seasoned athlete. HIIT is going to be time efficient, and it's going to be an effective way to boost your fat burn and improve your heart health.
If you learn how to eat in a way to feed your metabolism, you'll shed that weight really quick and you'll feel better and you get to enjoy eating. If you're wanting to feel better, then let my expertise show you how to feel better.
It doesn't matter what time you eat. It just matters what quality food are you putting in your body.
A 2022 study in social psychology found that 50% of men feel embarrassed when they cannot perform tasks expected of them by societal norms.
It's the improvement that makes you feel good. You might still suck, but you're improving.
I'm good at a lot of manly things, and that's okay if there's something that you don't know how to do. But I've had people to try to make me feel like I'm less of a man because I couldn't do that.
If you feel this way and you're not putting in the work, you're going to continue to feel this way. But if you feel this way and you start improving, you're going to chip away at that insecurity, because insecurities come down to this. We have to work on them and manage them. I make sure that I read every day, because when I read every day, I'm working on my skill, working on my insecurity. When I look in the mirror, if I don't do my daily loop, he climbs on this side, which is the reality side. And now I'm haunted with that insecurity.
When the pandemic happened and people were forced to work from home and work this way, I was like, oh, hey, I'm good at this. Like, I'm really good at doing this kind of stuff.
Thank your insecurities, because they're a driver. There's that thing in your stomach. It's a motor, it's power. But you've got to harness it and you got to put it to work. And your insecurities will be your biggest blessings.
Lean into your insecurities right now, because it's going to make your life easier over the next 20 years.
Once you start stacking up the nice material shit that people go, oh, he's one of those in the fitness industry. They're driving, they're sitting in traffic going to a job that they don't want to do. They're just waiting for Saturday because they don't have to do what they got to do Monday through Friday. And then Sunday comes and they got that whole day of, oh shit, I got to do it again on Monday. I leaned into it. And the more I pushed into it, the better I got. And as long as I was getting better, I was feeling okay. I was shaking. My hands were spreading profusely. And I was like, I don't think I better introduce myself at the moment, because I don't think I'm going to be able to say hello without actually stuttering. If you don't continue to push forward, you will never forgive yourself.
But there's something to be said. So what you've learned, though, from those situations, and that's really the idea of running towards the fire, isn't it?
This extreme pressure, which made me want to run, made me want to crack, actually sharpened my tools, my sword, so amazingly.
Just accept it. We've all been there. We've all had those feelings of inadequacies. Learn to live with it, embrace it, walk towards the fire.
When you fuel your body in a way that makes you feel better, that gives you more energy, that makes you more productive, life gets better. You're trying to put 10 gallons of gas in a 5-gallon tank. Your body can't use 3,500 calories in one meal. So think about this. Five of the 10 gallons of gas spills on the ground. Don't try to put 10 gallons of gas in a 5-gallon tank. There's a purpose for everything. But the question is, what you to understand how to use a fast properly, you don't just do it because people are talking about it on Instagram.
The trick is consistent habits. That's the consistent trick that we all, frankly, struggle. Many men still feel compelled to fit outdated standards, fear of judgment and rejection, always driving them to live inauthentically, causing deep psychological stress. It's taken me a long time, boys, to become and live my authentic self and learn and be comfortable with my insecurities and everything.
Just let it go. People are not going to go back to everybody being straight. It's just the world we live in now. I've seen some wild stuff. And now when someone responds to that, maybe negatively or in a way you don't like it, now you're calling it hate, and it's not hate.
That's what perpetuates the negative conversation, right? It's just there's a way to go about it's just about being respectful.
The issue is when it's forced on other people, and that's where people clash and start saying reckless stuff. I'm not trying to be controversial at all, but I just honestly feel like today, if you wanted to be that high level bodybuilder and you were gay, I feel like you would get ultimate support now.
Every high level person gets hate. Doesn't make it what sex, no matter what your orientation is. They can't have some dude saying a bunch of weird shit that's going to run off thousands and thousands of fans who are buying expensive tickets.
If you are actually a spy for the U.S. military. So Shelly, we're celebrating you here today. Congratulations, naming you the Creator Spotlight. Mornings in the Lab.
Go ahead, John.
I gotta tell you, baby. I don't know what it was. I was taking a piss and I was shaking it off. It hit me like a lightning bolt. I somehow completely missed I suck cock and I bench more than you. How does that make you feel?
Get your ass out of bed. Boys, the last 3 minutes of the show here, 4 minutes of the show.
I wanted to add one thing on everything John just said. At the end of the day, we all still men.
Everybody's welcome here. I don't care what skin color you are, what color hair you have, what sexual preference you have. If you have a heart and you like to love, come hang out with myself, Jon, and Marty. You want to get fit? Come knock on Marty's door. He'll help you get fit. But boys, I've been itching to try something here, and I think today might be the day to do it. So now, nation, get ready for prank calls and prank moments from Keith, Jon, and Marty. Going to go back to 1984 and start. Marty's just shaking his head, prank calling people around the planet. Yeah, true story.
He's on the biggest stage in the world, and he's walking out to do a log press.
If you're eating just to fill yourself up, you probably haven't eaten the right food in the first place.